Hi, it's Robert. I was pretty excited this morning, and I thought I'd share with you why I was so excited this morning. And well, I'm still excited about it. I belong to a club called Toastmasters. And if you've never heard of Toastmasters, it's essentially a club where they teach you how to speak. And it's been a really big challenge for me over the last almost 3 years that I've belonged to this club, because what you want to do when you speak and you volunteer to speak is you want to give a talk without a lot of but, even, and so forth. And it goes on. It's how you present yourself in front of an audience. It just simply teaches you how to be a better speaker. This isn't a shout out for Toastmasters, but if you ever get the chance to join a Toastmasters club, you should. But the reason I was excited this morning is they had two speakers lined up. Well, one of them canceled. When one cancels, it's like, well, you already know who the winner is going to be. So they said, well, does anybody want to give a pocket speech? Well, asking if you want to give a pocket speech is kind of like driving down the road and the lights in your rearview mirror is a police officer. Your heart starts pounding, you get sweaty palms, you wonder, oh, I hope it's not me. I hope they don't ask me if I want to give a pocket speech, is what they call it. So he said, going once, going twice, and I raised my hand. I said, all right, I'll give a speech. And I have no idea what I'm going to talk about. So they hand me a paper to fill out, how long the speech is going to be, etc. I wrote down 5 to 7 minutes. I figured I could find something to talk about for 5 to 7 minutes. Well, I jumped up when it was my turn to give the speech, and I did. And Toastmasters is really a great place because they give you constructive feedback. And part of that feedback is they said, you rock a lot. And it's like, well, that's true. So maybe what I need to do, and there, see, if I was keeping track, I'd put down, I said a so. Well, having said that, check that one. Well, what I did was, what sometimes people who have certain conditions, and this is not an excuse, it's just something somebody sometimes do, is that they move a lot or they rock back and forth. And I thought, instead of trying to hide it, well, if it's whatever goes on in my head, it's like there's a value to me to move. So I do appreciate how I was brought to my attention, but I thought, well, if I just tell people, look, I rock, I move around, I have an energy that doesn't always come across when I feed the horses, but there are times when I just get to be me, and when I get to be me, it's like, oh, it's a whole different program. Well, nonetheless, I got to tell you, I gave a talk, and I didn't win. Sad. That's okay, because then they have another part of the organization called Table Topics. And Table Topics is they pick a word to use of the day. Like, they might use the word sporadic, something like that. Well, they'll give you a topic to talk about something, and you've got a minimum of 1 minute up to 2 minutes, and at 2 minutes and 30 seconds, you're disqualified. Well, and you don't know when you're going to be the one that gets picked. Well, when it became my turn, which I didn't know it was my turn, they said, Robert, come on up. Oh, I got to hear the question. Well, I did. I gave it the best, and I used the word of the day that they were talking about, and that was great. And when it was all said and done, they give you ribbons. Well, like I said, I didn't win on my speech, but what I did win, which I'm excited to say, is I got best table topics today. Well, that was more valuable to me actually than being a great speaker, because being a great speaker, you might have, well, you've got however many people that are in the class or in the room vote, and you've got you're going to win at 51%, which is great. But when you've got 7 people or 8 or 10 or 15 people, you're competing with all of them. And when you get to that point and you get to win, best table topic, that is to me, a more coveted prize to win on table topics. So I just wanted to share with that. Even though I got 3 so's in there, chuck those off. I'll need to get better at speaking and holding still. But meantime, have a great day.